Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today you are in for a treat. I have brought to you Mr. Soap from his channel, Mr. Soap, and we are doing a collaboration where we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be asking him questions that women want to hear from men. So here's his channel. You guys, please go subscribe to his channel, follow him, you will not regret it, and also watch his video when it pops up, and we'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. So hi Mr. Soap, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, good evening from here at DNVlogs. Good evening.
Good morning from us. And today I have some questions that I know a lot of women would like to know about, and I'm going to ask you those questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Perfectly ready to answer your questions.
Okay, so question number one. How does it feel to be able to eat whatever you want to eat and you don't put on weight?
Okay, how do I feel to eat whatever I want to eat without putting on weight? Yes, that's a very good question, for now we are no more growing younger, we are growing older on a daily basis, and whatever we eat at this point in time, it's very, very important. They could easily add, add up our weight. So, but when we eat these things and we add weight, what do? We have to work out, and which is not really easy. Sometimes working out is not really easy. I tell you the truth. It's easy to eat food, but to work them out is not easy. So if I'm going to be eating food, I will, at the end of the day, I eat whatever I want to eat, and I'm not, I'm not adding weight. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be, I'm going to feel super good, because I like to eat food. Yeah, I'm going to feel super good.
Okay. So the second question is, what is the most common thing that women do that makes men lose interest?
Yeah, the most common thing that women do that make men lose interest, although there are many things that women do that could make a man lose interest. One of them could be communication, poor communication. But one of the most that is very common is nagging, When women nags, men hate women that nags, Women that nag. Sometimes women will have some issues, you should iron them out with communication, and but when you begin to nag, it kills, the joy of that relationship, or that union. It destroys it, and when they, the way men are designed to love their spouse, while the woman is designed to be submissive, this is just normal. This is how it is, So, but when a woman nags, she lost that. She begins to lose that touch of love from her, from her husband or her spouse, But when she is submissive and does not nag, you get this, warm love always.
Okay. So, what do men think about when they are alone? So, when men are gathering together, what are they talking about? Because I know what women will talk about too.
That's really interesting. When men come together, it depends on what category of men. If it is school boys, high school boys, high school boys don't have any what would I call it? Any challenges that facing them other than school stuffs. They don't have any strong. Will I use the word? Let me use the word. They are not. They don't have any family to cater for at that moment. So when high school friends meet, university classmates meet sometimes. Guys, we're together maybe in the dormitory. Most times, what they discuss is about relationship. Oh, about that girl. I like that girl. This and that. But for young men, married men, you talk about how to invest. How to make money, because you have on yourself a lot of things to cater for. So you look how to make more ends meet now, not how to talk about one relationship or the other, with someone else, but talking about now how to look for ends meet, because you have a lot of things to cater for at this point.
Okay, so why don't men, when you're driving with a man, why don't men like asking for direction? What is up with that?
I think this is I remember one day I was driving with my friend one day, And I was asking him, we're going somewhere. I say, can you ask for, he said, don't worry, I'm not going to ask. I'm going to find it by myself. Men have this, sometimes they have this superiority complex. Sometimes they feel they're always in charge. They feel they can, sometimes men have that, They feel they are in charge. They feel that, I'm enough, I'm capable, I can do it, I can experiment, I can try, Sometimes even when men are in issues like finding a location, a direction, they just want to try and see if they can, and sometimes you can even someone to ask, but you still want to experiment. You feel that, you are capable, you can do it, It's just common sometimes with not all men, with some men, Like that day, when I was my friend, I asked him can you ask them for direction? He said, no, don't worry. I'm going to find it out by myself. But thank God we did anyway. But it took us much time.
You didn't get lost. You didn't get lost.
Yeah.
So, do you have a hard time? Do you have a hard time if a woman is more successful financially?
Sincerely, I don't have a hard time with that, But this is a very big question. When a woman becomes successful woman and the husband or the spouse, financially, it's a very big question to answer. Because let me just say this: that I was doing something about some resident nurse in the US that had issues with their husband, And,
yes, I know that story.
And these are very big stories about almost 10 cases of resident nurse with their husbands, and it led to a lot of brutality. But what causes these things is that sometimes when the woman becomes financially stronger than the husband, she becomes non-submissive, and no man wants to live with a woman that is submissive, But if the woman is still submissive, which I have seen with some women, it's okay, it's no problem. It's no problem.
Okay. So what is the obsession? This thing with football. What is the big obsession? Why? Every time football.
Sincerely, on this aspect, I'm an off. Off for football. I love to watch football, but when it comes to having this strong obsession for football, I do not, subscribe to that. When I was, back in Nigeria, where I stay, I see people watch football in all this viewing center. They can watch football till 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m.
They won't hear what you have to say.
You see,
it's like football.
Arsenal, Chelsea, and oh my goodness. And you know what?
They'll be rushing, enough shopping, my game is starting.
You know what? At that point in time, when I was in secondary school, I began to dislike those kind of arrangements, watching football, having this strong passion, because I felt it's for me a kind of distraction. You know what I'm saying? So I watch football, but not at all costs a do or die affair. For me, it's no.
Okay. So do you feel the expectation of being a man a tough one? Is it a lot of weight on your shoulder?
Do I see what?
Being a man. The expectation, how people like, you're a man, you are the man. Even since you are little boys, they'll be like, little boys don't cry. You are a boy, you have to be tough, So what do you think about that? Is it a lot of stress?
Being a man, can you just please rewind? Can you please give me that question again, please? Yeah. Please, one more.
Okay, so let's say something. Okay, so like, how people will, if you are together with, they'll say, especially when you are little, they'll say, you are the man, toughen up. You have so much weight, you have so much expectation that has to do with being a man. Okay, you get it now.
Yeah, I get it now. Okay.
I want to know.
Yeah, I think for me, it's not really a tough thing being a man. When I mean being a man, it's normal thing. It's normal thing, not that big expectation that no one can ever meet. Being a man, it's a normal thing that I'm a man, and I don't know how to.
I kind of feel. I feel you. Okay, so let me give you another one. This one should be easy. Why is it so hard to hide your emotion? Why?
Why is it so much hard to
Tell me.
Why is it so much hard for men to hide their emotions, right?
Yeah. Why can't you just cry?
Yeah.
If you don't like something, just cry.
Yeah, men are the way men are built. Men still want to retain this being resilient.
Toughness.
You know what I'm saying? This toughness, you know. Sometimes
Yes,
men can go through a lot of, you know, serious stuff, and they want to keep it to themselves. They want to still endure. They want to show this emotion. And most men feel that when you become emotional, they are weak. You know, emotion comes with weakness. You know, so they want to, you know, have this tough skin.
Okay.
They have this tough skin. You know, want to, you know.
Okay. You know this one, right? How does it feel to have a beard?
How does it feel to have a beard? Well,
you know, to have hair growing, so much hair growing, beard,
you know,
growing on your chin.
You know,
how does it feel?
You know, when I was in secondary school, I used to see my secondary school mates. They say, you know, these spirits, you know, spirits. These the spirits, they have to rub these spirits you know, on their chin.
Oh, like alcohol.
Yeah, and they say it's gonna make them have beards. For me, I was like but sincerely I tried that too, you know. But funny enough, when this beard begin to come, for me they are really troublesome. I feel, you know, a little bit
Is it painful?
Yeah, I feel so much unease.
Okay.
So I can only keep, you know, just a little here, but when here down this side is too much for me. It's very, very for me uncomfortable. I don't feel too good, you know, having it, it, you know. Plus
so the last, so the last question I have for you, as an African man, because you know me, and we're both from Nigeria, right? We're African, you know. Why is it that when a child is doing badly, they'll be like, it's your mother, or just like your mother. But then when the child does so well, hey, it's my child, that's my son, that's my boy, that's my girl. You know, why is that the case? Always like, it's your mother, you do the. Why do men do that? Why do we, African culture? Please tell me that.
You know, in the African culture, you know, let me use in our forefathers' time, most of them are hunters, you know. And the children are actually left with the woman. I mean, the woman to take care of. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happens.
Okay, that makes sense.
Huh?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So the men oftentimes they are out, you know, hunting, you know, on the farm work, you know. But most times the women are, you know, take care of the kids. So if the children portray negative habits, they refer them to their mother. You know, oh, it's your mother. You know, you look like your mother. But when they are good, you know, the man will take the pride. Hey, this is my son. Yeah, you know, he's behaving like me. It's just our African mentality. But that shouldn't be so, you know. It shouldn't be so in all cases, you know.
Yeah, it shouldn't be so. On that note, thank you so much for answering my questions. And you know what? I am excited and I'm looking forward to answering your question.
Thank you so much.
You guys... Okay, so you guys, we are going to answer his own question. So you all go to his channel and I'm going to be answering his questions there, and you will want to know what your Auntie Shola has to say. Okay, for all men to hear. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much for having me on the channel, DVM Vlogs. Have enough time. Goodbye.
Okay, take care. Okay.
Yeah, have a good time. Bye.
Bye.